Salutation Disc Golf fans, as I, Disc Golf Jesus, I'm barefoot, and this is in my bag. I'm going to start out with mid-rangers and putters, or as I like to call them, my backhand discs. So, first one is my Envy. I have it because James Conrad hit an awesome shot with it, and that's the only reason I bag it. My next one is my number one disc golf dad. Yeah, that's me. My son and wife got it for Father's Day. It's a Rock 3 from Innova, and it's been working for me, so I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The next two are my putters, both Voodoo Triple S. One's a hemp one, which is the one you see most often, and this is, if this one's not working, I'll bust out this one. I'm hoping to get another hemp one so I can just do the hemp style. So I do it kind of differently. I have my disc golf bag broken down by manufacturers, so that's how I'm going to show it to you guys. And my first one, we're going to go with the Mosai bag, Innova, but you'll see why. This is why I bag Innova the most. I have 5 grooves. I have one I-dye, whatever it's called, OG groove. I have one that was dyed to me by a fan named Mitch, and it was sent to me. Thoroughly enjoy this one. And then what I've been working for this whole time, what my whole videos were about, the Halo groove. I bagged 2 Star Halo grooves, and then I have 1 Champion Halo groove. I also have one up there, which might go in my bag, so I might be bagging 6 of them sooner or later, but those are my grooves. Best disc out there. And my other disc from Innova is a Nate Sexton Star X-Cal. Yeah, and I love this disc. It's a good disc. We'll go with my next rated brand, my next most band, which is the Clash, which is my favorite brand by far. Thoroughly enjoy anything Clash puts out. I only bag 4 discs, but they are used very often. And they have 2 of my fairways, so I'll start off with the fairways. I have a fairway cookie, which just flies straight and goes with a little bit of carry off. One of the discs I'd recommend for any new person, I'd recommend the cookie. Thoroughly enjoy this disc. And then the ginger, which if nothing's working, kind of my go-to. Everything's been fucking up and throwing crappy. I'm going to throw the ginger, and it's just going to find its way through the trees and through everything. My favorite one by Clash is the Salt. Got the chef on it. Bomber disc. Throw it all the time. You'll see it. It's a great disc. And then one I don't use very often, my Eric Oakley Spice. I just have other discs that do the exact same thing, but it's still in my bag. It's one of those that, now if the other discs aren't working, I'll grab this one. Still thoroughly love this disc. For my next brand, which is, I have 3 of them, and it's Discraft. I used to have a Zeus. Thoroughly enjoyed the Zeus. And then I lost it, and I watched a Berdogi video, and the Berdogi says Force is kind of like a Zeus, except it's a little for slower arm speeds. So I've been rocking this. I think I got it from Berdogi's Jefferson's trunk, but I don't know for sure. But great disc. My first 2 aces from the Quest were with Nuke and a Nuke OS. These aren't the ones I aced with. These are just replacements that I got after I lost those ones. Nuke is a Salt clone, kinda. I throw it when the Salt, after I throw the Salt usually. And the Nuke OS is more skippy, more overstable than the Nuke, so I'll throw it on sillier shots. Now we'll go into one of my sneaky favorite brands, Loft or Luft. I have a Founders Edition Boreum. Has a weird beveled edge. It is awesome. This is like one of the first discs that I had that I could see myself throwing far. I'm like, wow, I throw farther with that disc than any other disc. And great disc. And then Xenon, which is another one of my fairway drivers. This disc is creepily good. I don't know why more people don't throw this disc. It's overstable. It's consistent as hell. Great disc. Loft, great brand. More people should check it out. I'm going to be bagging more Loft discs soon. Then, my last two disc company is Discmania. And these are both two discs that were just like, this in fact was found in my house. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it was bought. I don't know. I just found it. And I'm like, cool, I need a shitty disc that I can throw over water and not be worried about it. And then it turns out that I love this disc. It's one of my distance drivers that stays really straight usually, but it has numbers kind of like the groove, which is kind of weird. But it's in there. Majesty. And then Simon the Zot, Doombird 3. This one I know got out of the trunk of Jefferson's car. I think it was maybe a winter disc, but I don't know. Ever since I threw this disc, I'm like, this disc's going to get an ace. I'm going to ace with this disc, and it just happened a few days ago. So I'm so happy this disc is still in my bag. Great disc. And these are all the single branders. We'll go with my Fairway Fireball. So the way I got this disc is I went to a shop with Jefferson. I'm like, hey, what disc should I buy? And he's like, you should buy an MVP Fireball. And I'm like, okay, cool. And ever since, it's one of my fairways. It works like the Doombird, and I throw those two constantly. The Warbird, Lone Star. First one I bought off of Chandler Kramer, and it was a Chandler Kramer stomp. It was really cool. Got it signed, stolen that, lost it, and then it's one of the first discs besides the groove where I lost, and I'm like I need to get that disc back. So I bought this one, and it flies better than the first one, and it's awesome. Great forehand disc. So one of the forehand discs I would recommend to anybody. So this is dynamic disc. I went to a giveaway, and the way I get discs, I just give it gifted to me. So dynamic disc ballista, I believe. It's a floppy edition. So anybody shout out floppy. Yeah, this is kind of in my bag just to throw when I'm not worried about losing a disc. But it flies straight, and it's one of the ones that if nothing's working, I'm going to throw this one too. I'm just going to be like, let's throw this one, and hopefully something does with it. Cool disc. We'll save that one for later. I got the Thought Space Synapse. I got this as a mystery disc twice from Infinite. If you see a pink disc like this in my videos, they pretty much do the same thing. This, the Warbird, and the X-Cal all pretty much do the same thing. This one's a little bit more overstable than the other one, and the X-Cal gives me a little bit more ground play, but great disc. Speaking of discs I lost, AGL Cedar. I lost mine at Delwood. I just left it on the course, I think. I don't know what happened to it. I just went the next day, I looked, I'm like, oh, I don't have it anymore. So I got a new one. It's a cool brand. They plant a tree for every disc you bought, so tree was planted. Yeah, it's a little not as beefy, not as fly as far as my pink ones. So it's for a little bit less than that. And great disc. And last, and certainly least, this is my Tomahawk Frisbee. It's a Castoplast Rask. It has this little rim in there, and I put my finger like that, and I just throw it like that. I've thrown it sidearm a few times, and it's really overstable, but it works perfectly for a Tomahawk, so that's what I've been using it for. And that's why it's in here. I have a weird bag, guys. I bag so many companies. I bag so many discs. I'm a disc golfer that just goes to a hole and been like, you want to know what? I'm going to throw this Frisbee right now. So, it might be weird to some people. You might see my discs all in the same thing, and you're like, what are you doing? I don't know. I just go out and throw Frisbees. That's all I do. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Hopefully Birdogi roast my bag because it got a lot of ammunition. Thanks for watching. Peace.